You're walking through your home one morning, moving the way you always do, but something feels different. Not bad, just different. A little shift in your energy. A little curiosity about who you're becoming in this season of life. And if you've ever wondered whether life after 50 is supposed to feel smaller, quieter, or somehow less, you're not alone. Many people reach this age and think the best years are behind them. But here's the truth that senior health tips often forget to mention. You are not done becoming, not even close. Before we go any further, let me ask you something, because it's a question worth sitting with. Have you ever caught yourself thinking you're too old for something before you even tried? If you have, you're in good company. Almost everyone has that moment where the thought shows up out of nowhere. And yet, deep down, a quieter part of you knows you're capable of more than you give yourself credit for. Now let's take a breath together, because today we're walking through 5 powerful shifts. 5 things to finally quit after 50 that open the door to a fuller, stronger, more joyful second half of life. And I promise, each one will meet you where you are and guide you gently forward. One of the first and most transformative shifts is simple, but it changes everything. And that is for you to stop believing that your age limits you. Think about when you were young. Too young to drive, too young to stay out late, too young to make certain choices. You couldn't wait to grow up. You hated hearing that phrase, "You're not old enough." So isn't it interesting how somewhere along the way, too young turned into too old? Too old to try something new, too old to get down on the floor, too old to start again. But you and I both know this. The moment you decide you're too old is the moment your world starts to shrink. Maybe you've had a moment like this one, reaching for something on a lower shelf, hesitating and telling yourself you shouldn't be getting down there anymore. And then someone reminds you, gently, that the only reason you can't is because you've convinced yourself you shouldn't. This is your reminder to reclaim the freedom you once looked forward to. With age comes wisdom, clarity, confidence. You don't have to live by other people's expectations anymore. You get to choose what you pursue, what you learn, and how fully you live. And once you release the belief that age limits you, something powerful happens. You start noticing the habits that no longer serve the body you're living in now. And one of the biggest habits is this: eating like you're still raising teenagers. Many of us spent years grabbing drive-through meals on the way to practices, buying snacks to keep everyone fed, running from one responsibility to the next. And even when the kids grow up, the habits sometimes stay. But once you cross 50, your body starts asking for something different: more nourishment, more color, more real food that fuels strength, not just fills hunger. Please know that these aren't the kind of senior health tips that overwhelm you with rules. Instead, think of this as a gentle shift. Less food from a package, more food from the earth. Not a diet and not deprivation, just tuning into what truly leaves you feeling energized instead of drained. Slow, steady changes that remind your taste buds what real nourishment feels like. And let me ask you another reflective question here. What's one small food choice that helps you feel lighter, clearer, or more energized during the day? It doesn't take perfection, just awareness and consistency. Now, once you begin nourishing yourself differently, you'll naturally feel more energy returning. And this brings us to the next shift, one that becomes essential after 50. Stop working out to get skinny, and instead start working out to get strong. You may remember the exercise culture many of us grew up with, like dance aerobics, sweating to oldies, running because we thought it would make us smaller. But after 50, strength is what keeps your world expanding instead of shrinking. Because muscle isn't just for appearance, it's independence. It's the ability to get down on the floor and back up again. It's the ability to lift a suitcase, open a heavy door, carry groceries, travel freely. The truth is, the less muscle you have, the smaller your world becomes. But the more you build, the more your confidence rises. You don't need a gym membership or heavy equipment to start. Body weight movements are enough. Light dumbbells are enough. Showing up is enough. And one day, you'll surprise yourself, realizing you feel steadier, stronger, more capable than you did even a decade ago. So don't train to shrink yourself. Train to expand your life. And once your energy rises and your strength returns, you're going to notice something else. Life begins to invite you into new experiences. But here's the trap many people fall into, using that new energy to sit in the same routine, same couch, same shows, same days blending into each other. Your body isn't getting stronger just so you can stay still. It's preparing you for joy, for curiosity, for movement, for living. This is the moment to start saying yes to things you've put off for years. A dance class, a new sport, a cooking class, a weekend road trip, a long-imagined flight across the world. And remember, you don't have to say yes to everything all at once. Start with baby steps. Try the thing that feels just 1 inch outside your comfort zone, because that's where your world begins to expand again. And let me pause here and ask you gently, when was the last time you did something for the very first time? This stage of life isn't about repeating the past. It's about discovering who you get to be now. And as you open your world, you're also going to meet new people, new environments, and new opportunities. Which leads us to another shift, one you might not expect. That is for you to stop dressing to hide yourself and start dressing to express yourself. So many people hit their 50s and slip into neutrals, loose fits, age-appropriate clothing meant to blend in or camouflage what they think are flaws. But here's something freeing. You don't have to dress like a teenager, and you don't have to dress like the stereotype of someone your age either. You can wear colors that bring you joy, wear fits that make you feel alive, and wear pieces that help you step into the version of yourself you're becoming. Go look at your closet. Does it reflect the life you want to live, or the life that you've already outgrown? This shift isn't about fashion. It's about confidence, expression, ease, a little spark returning to your step. And it's often the spark that makes you more willing to show up for new adventures. Now, after hearing these shifts, releasing age limits, nourishing yourself, building strength, trying new experiences, expressing your confidence, you might find yourself wondering something important. How do I make myself a priority again after spending years caring for everyone else? And that's a powerful question, because the second half of life isn't just about changing your habits, it's about changing how you see yourself. You're not behind, you're not late, and you're certainly not done. You are stepping into a season where your wisdom is deeper, your perspective is richer, and your joy is something you get to cultivate intentionally. So take these shifts as invitations, not obligations. Choose them gently. Let them unfold at your pace. This is your next chapter, and it's allowed to be your best one yet. Every day is another chance to care for the body that's carried you this far. Keep learning, keep moving, keep believing in your own strength. Because aging isn't slowing down, it's leveling up. If today's message resonated, take a moment to subscribe, leave a thought in the comments, or share this video with someone who could use a little encouragement. Because together, we're proving that aging well isn't the exception, it's the standard.